Hello, Cecilia Fountain here, explaining a way to find all of your directors, coaches, and main leaders and see if they are included in another group. I will be using the MLT group, CCB, as an example. First, we want to go to Reports, a department summary, which is found under System Reports, Groups, and Department Summary. For the sake of this example, I am going to highlight all the departments by holding the Shift key down and clicking the last group. If you want to remove certain groups, you can hold the Control key, take some groups out, and put them back. We can sort by, doesn't matter, we're going to change it around. I'm going to select all campuses, export to Excel, and run. Save the file, open the file, enable editing. Okay, so assuming that we have all of our groups in departments in CCB, then every single active group is in this list along with its coach and which we are calling ministry lead, but I think in the report it calls it coach, and the assistant group leaders. Let's see, do a little formatting here so we can see everything. The director, the coach, the assistant group leaders, and the main group leaders. I will remove the top 4 lines just to clean it up a little. And now we have our department summary report. If there are departments or if there are groups that you do not want to include in your comparison, now is the time to remove them. So I'm going to sort by group name, and I'm going to remove all of the Women's Bible Study small groups, the approval groups. These are admin type groups. Where's the other Bible study group? The PM. There's the Women's Bible Study PM group. Actually, let me sort by women's ministry. I want to remove, oh, wait. I wanted to remove all the life groups. Assuming that you didn't want each and every life group member in MLT, or each and every life group leader in MLT. I'm just going to remove those. Go back up and sort by department. Could have done this at the beginning. Doesn't matter which order. So women's ministry department, do we need all of these main leaders in MLT? I would say probably not. We probably only need the main women's ministry group in MLT. I'm holding the Shift key down now, and I'm going to select the other part of the groups. So in MLT, I would imagine we're only inviting Sharon to most of the events. The same thing with the student ministry. We would probably invite, I don't know, this is where you can go through and say who you want and who you don't want, or what level of people you want. Do you want everybody who's a director and a coach only, or do you want the directors, the coaches, and the main group leaders? That's where you can decide. But let's just, for sake of argument right now, stop right here, and let me clean up student ministry just a little bit. We'll keep, it looks like it's mainly Kyle, James, probably don't need Will at MLT. Okay, so now we have our list. So we can take the list of main group leaders, copy it, open a new sheet, and paste it. So now we have our main group leaders. Go back to the main sheet. I'm going to click Escape to stop copying. I also want my coaches, so I'm just going to, let's see, I'm going to sort by coach to get them all together. Okay, then I'm going to take my coaches, click and drag to highlight them. It doesn't matter if you catch them more than once. And I'm going to take them and add them to the bottom of my list. You'll get the idea in a second. Go back to the first sheet and sort by director. And this is just to keep it a little cleaner. And every group should have a director. And copy that list and paste it on your sheet. You're not going to publish this next sheet. It's just going to be a comparison sheet. Okay, so now we have on our new sheet, we have at the top is our main group leader section, and then down lower we have our coach section. Down lower we have our director section. So this is our main list that we're going to compare against another list that we're going to pull in from a different group. So let's go back to CCB and let's pull up the MLT group. Go up to Reports and export the individuals. Save it, open it, however it works on your computer. Now this is where we're going to get a little crazy. Let's add a column to the right of the last name column. So in the first report we did, the first and last names were combined together, but in this report, the first name and the last name are in different columns. we need them in the same column in order to be able to compare them properly. Here's a formula you type in. Equals, open parentheses, highlight the first column, ampersand, quotes, space, quotes, ampersand, second column, close parentheses. When you do that, Excel will add the two columns together with a space in between each word. Highlight that, select the little box, drag it to the bottom of your list. Now you have a formula in this column that is giving you first and last name together. Go to the top of the column and label it. In this case, we're doing the MLT leaders or MLT members. And then we can highlight this column, copy it, go to your other file that has the comparison sheet that you started, and paste that column into column D. This is because you need a couple spaces in between. And you want to paste the values. You don't want to paste the formula. You want to paste the values. So once you've pasted the values, go ahead and maybe highlight the top so that you know it's your header. Now, at the top of column B, you want to type missing question mark. And at the top of column E, the same thing, question mark. And then we're going to put a formula in these cells. And what it's going to do is it's going to say, look at this column and see if this name is in that column. And then the formula that we put over here is going to say, look at this column and see if this name is in that column. And the formula is kind of crazy. It is equals ISNA, open parentheses, match, open parentheses, A2, comma, D, colon, D, comma, 0, close parentheses, close parentheses. I think that worked. I equals, oh, there's a negative in there. Okay, so Courtney Smith is not in the MLT list, is what it's saying. The other thing that is helpful is to go to conditional formatting, highlight, text contains true, and then this will show up. It'll highlight when it is true. So I'm going to just click and drag this down my entire list, and we're going to ignore testing 1, 2, 3. But this is saying that Justin Kenton is not in the MLT list. Chelsea Kenton is not in the MLT list. Director we're going to ignore. Sean Anton, Shelby Klein is not in the MLT list. So all of these that come back true are not in the other list. And maybe we want them over there. Now, going the other direction, we'll type in this formula, which will be the same formula. In fact, we can copy it, I think. Let's see. Copy, paste, but we're going to change it. So now we want to match, instead of matching column D, we want to match column A. So we'll edit that to say column A. And instead of, oh goodness, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Cancel that out here. Is that the one that goes in column B? Okay, sorry about that. Excel automatically assumed that I'm starting over in the new spot. So it selected the D for me, which I want. But I want to go back and compare to column A and not column G. So see how it's highlighting it for you? So it's telling you that, oh, okay, well, I'm going to compare this column. And then hit enter when you're finished. So right, this is saying that Sherry Allen does not show up in our list of main group leaders, coaches, or directors. And then if you click and drag this formula down your whole list, you'll see that people are in MLT, but are not in this other list if they have the true sign. So this is just a way of helping you to compare two lists, and then you can make decisions as to who's going to be in which group. Hopefully this helps, and you can add as many people to the bottom of this other list as you want. It's just the best way would be to try to find an easy way to export them from CCB so that we aren't just haphazardly guessing or quote unquote knowing just because you know that somebody should be an MLT. But let's see if we can place them in a position in CCB that if we did a report like this or a comparison of the lists like this, then they would naturally be included in MLT. Okay, sorry for the lengthy video, and I hope it helps.